Brosplay!
We got the C4, brother. The C4's in.
Hey, welcome back. It's been 5 months since we played this game. And,
It's been 5 months since we played this game.
well, one look at this HQ guard and he's got a dumb head.
Yeah, he does have a dumb head.
We were
Their
just-
helmets are stupid.
Hey, embedded. No, that's not a joke. We were just discussing, I was saying that the song Bully by, what are they called?
Shine down.
Shine Down?
Shine down.
Shine Down.
That's a Godsmack song,
It is
actually.
a Godsmack song, yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, I don't know why that comes to mind every time I think of Shine Down. It's not like it's the same name or anything.
What, they have the song.
You were talking about Bully, right?
No, Bully's a terrible song.
Yeah, it's not
And
great.
You disagree.
It's not good. It's definitely not good. But yeah, it's kind of in there with it's like Second Chance if it didn't have the soul.
Second Chance? What the fuck is that?
It's another song by Shine Down.
Yeah.
I just saw Haley's coming.
Oh, that's a good song. Fuck you.
Yeah, but it's very, very poppy. It's very mainstream. It's designed for the radio.
Yeah, okay.
It's like
That's-
it's a
yeah.
good song.
I agree with bands kind of branching out and doing different things that way, that they have, like, you get one song on the radio, man, and you're golden. You're making money for a while.
Yeah, you're definitely golden from a financial standpoint. But you all of a sudden move into this realm of more people know you than people appreciate your music.
That's
in
yeah.
in a real sense.
That's a really tough one, because there's people. It's interesting. Russian Badger is actually going the opposite direction that I'm going, because I started with this type of show, or I guess I did some of my own videos at the beginning, but our bread and butter has been this style of show, and now I really want to start writing actually like well thought out, like themed videos and shit.
good stuff.
Good stuff, yeah. Well, as Russian Badger's been writing things for a long time, and then he tried a face cam video and people loved it so much, he kind of just wings everything now. And he says, man, I've poured weeks into videos that nobody liked, and I can just, like, pump these out. So let's fucking do it.
People appreciate the candid nature of long form.
Yeah, it's not nearly as popular, but we're not really looking for popular. We're looking for more sustainability. Just a core group, you know? That's the best thing about every TV show. It's the core group, you know?
The core group of the actors in the show, or the core group of listeners?
I guess
Watchers.
both. But didn't NATO just hit you? I guess you got him back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's South Korea. Never mind.
Oh, I knew that was
Oh,
coming.
well done.
The reporter's definitely gone.
No, the
Oh,
reporter.
there he is. I survive everything, but the reporter, not so much.
Canceled. Yes. I love it. You're like bring. Ah, yes. Hello. I have canceled the contract. He died again, didn't he? Yes.
Especially because retrying the contract would mean like just hiring a new reporter. Just bring another American in. Totally replace him.
I can't think right now. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I gotta get a civilian car because I don't know why they're so pissed at me, but I'm just gonna. But they don't give me any time.
You have a nice car, man. I like your car.
What car?
The car you actually have.
Oh, the Ford Focus.
Yes, the ruby red Ford Focus.
Yeah, it's it's actually a very practical vehicle, which I kind of like.
Should I have said the additional information? Is that all right?
Dude, there's 3 of them in Kuala Lumpur I know of.
You can't say we don't say the name of the town.
Oh, that's true.
So what do you want to replace it with?
Kuala Lumpur.
Nice.
Yeah, I put that in. So it'll be said the same, but it's the same.
Yeah.
I've seen 2 or 3 sister cars in our town alone. Like there's one where you live,
yeah.
there's one where I live, and then there's one that I always see driving around near work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I feel like the amount of ruby red Ford Focuses in the world has got to be pretty substantial.
It's one of those. It's one of those once you notice it, it's everywhere kind of things.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, especially because you're not gonna notice a doppelganger to your vehicle. It's the same as if you got anything, a skateboard or car is the best example.
Woo!
Shitty when the best example's already taken.
Doppelgangers, one of us.
Woo! Woo!
Nice spin.
Yeah, that's what I call
Don't just
bumper
ignore
cars.
my Marilyn Manson song.
Oh, is that what that was?
Oh yeah.
Was it?
It was like a really, really like droll version of it.
Is that from?
Oh,
Is that song called "Dole Dega Buzz Buzz"?
yeah. Don't think about buzz singing his egg.
Cut my throat, just pull the strings.
Is that what he says?
Something like that.
I thought he said like got my protest bullet drag.
You know, with Marilyn Manson, I find you can just kind of put anything really
Actually, yours make a lot more
dark in
sense.
there.
Yeah, got my throat. Just pull the string. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cut my throat. This guy is not going to survive because they are going to shoot another rocket at me.
Come on,
he's
you can
done.
do it.
Yeah, he's done.
Why is that happening? Do you
So,
are you supposed to fight your
I
way
think
through?
the SK are just so pissed at me because I can't.
Have you created a power vacuum?
No, I've murdered their people. I murdered them.
Get out of the way of that vacuum! It's too powerful.
You know what goes into?
I'm trying to joke here that might be actually simultaneously over people's heads and too stupid for people to understand.
I actually missed it at first, but I get it now. I'm there with you now.
I'm glad you're here with me.
Well, I think Nilsson is like the gas. He expands to fill whatever space he's in. So he creates vacuums and then just fills them up with Nilsson.
Oh, I heard a new expression. Not a new expression. I heard an expression I never heard. Gaslighting? To gaslight someone?
As in, like, the way you light your home?
I guess. I don't know why it came from that. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. It's when you lead somebody in a different direction, almost intentionally. Like his examples. That
So it's like blowing smokes up someone's ass.
Yeah. Like he had a job where they were like, "You're doing great. Really enjoy working with you," and then they just never contacted him. They didn't fire him. They just didn't continue to employ
Just
him.
never said anything else.
Like that's a shitty way to be as a person.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
And he's a stand-up comedian, so naturally he shit all over them.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off somebody whose job is to make witty observations and potentially attack people.
Well, one day is the thing about this type of, well, I guess YouTubers in general, is that they all eventually pick up when they treat it as seriously as we have. So it will eventually pick up, and people will be like, "Oh, I get it now," and I'll be like, "Yeah, man, I was telling you about that for years."
Long
And the thing
time
is,
ago.
nobody fucking cares, and that's fine. I'm not upset about it in the slightest. I've actually become very good at managing my expectations with others. I make things for me. Every so often, I make things for you. But that's because I know you're a consistent person, and I know you doing that thing where you like
I wasn't
they go to
trying
reach for
to.
it, and then you drive past. But yeah, I've been really good at managing expectations. Is an important part of everyone's life. You can't be going into shit being like, this is gonna go perfect or I'm gonna be pissed. Because I know people like that who do that all day, every day. And then
You
they're
really
pissed.
need to be a little more flexible.
Yeah, just get ready for disappointment. Life's filled with it. And I make a joke. I think people think that I'm joking, but I really tell people that I expect very little, and that's why I'm always happy. Because I expect little, and then surprise, surprise, little happens.
Well, yeah, your expectations are always met.
Yeah, exactly. I'm never disappointed because I don't. When I create a video, like back when I was making like videos that actually had my face in them, I put up some of them actually being nervous that they would be too popular. I was expecting them to just blow up, and they didn't. And now I make things with the intention of them never being seen, and then they are seen. Dude, I think it's my Clicker Heroes review has 1,100 views. I didn't even know that.
Clicker Hero. Oh, Clicker Heroes?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The game where you click.
Yeah, not a very multi-dimensional game.
No, it's part of those clicker games, though. It's basically that cookie clicker game.
Cookie Clicker had what you would refer to as charm. It had this sort of weirdness about it that made you love it.
Yeah.
Like everything seemed really obvious at first. These give you cookies, those give you cookies, these give you cookies. And then you get to a point where it's like, time machine. Go back in time and get cookies from that time. Or go forward in time and get cookies from that time. And then there's
Back in cookie time.
Yeah, and then there's antimatter.
What?
Yeah, there's antimatter machines that will like create cookies out of antimatter.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the point of the game. Is it starts to get so ridiculous, and then the grandmas start to revolt. So you have to
grandmas.
Yeah, like you can buy grandmas to make cookies for you.
Of course, you can buy grandmas.
Yeah, you get a bunch of stuff that makes cookies for you. You get factories and farms, but the grandmas will sometimes go on this like revolt where you have to actually appease them with cookies in order to get them to go back to like working and stop stealing your cookies.
You have to give them cookies so they don't take cookies?
Yeah, exactly. You know, you got to spend cookies to get cookies.
I suppose that's like a valuable life lesson.
We played that game for so long, we started referring to them as cooks.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, which is why every single time we would make cookies at the house, we'd have to watch Too Many Cooks.
Oh,
Because that was our term.
you were playing that in college or in university? That's hilarious.
That's when it came out, man. Yo, so many people do that.
Oh,
so
that's
many
funny.
people in university because you have so much like nagging responsibility all the time that it's nice to do something that's totally mindless. There's no thought, no strategy. You just do it.
Well, I heard a really great way of looking at things. I've recently been really into BoJack Horseman, and I'm rewatching it, which is very interesting because the character is so consistent that he's like that from the very beginning, but you don't notice that on the first time you watch it. So I'm watching it now, and I'm like, oh wow, like BoJack's always been like that. That's really cool.
It's pretty amazing when they can create a through line like that.
It is. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, a lot of passion, a lot of respect for your craft. Even if you're making a stupid show, you still put a certain amount of care into what you're creating. But the whole premise of BoJack Horseman is that BoJack is an actor, or was an actor, on a famous TV show 18 years ago. Oh, dude, that's blown up. Oh, shit. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Look at that. These are actually hard missions.
This
that was
one's
designed
weird.
to do that to you, man. That didn't just happen randomly.
Is this a... Yeah, this is a friendly. Get in. Get in. We only have a minute.
But somebody, he was on a famous TV show 18 years ago, so he's way past his time. But he's still
Washed up, in essence.
Yeah, but he's still holding on to that idea, and he still believes that the show he was on, Horsing Around, which is intended to be a shot at sitcoms of the 90s. It's even set in the 90s in the show and in Horsing Around.
Injury.
Yeah, but it's really silly, and he always likes it. But he has a great point about it. He says, I think somebody calls it like you're that I think they call it a kick in the dick or something like that. Like oh yeah, no, that show is a real kick in the dick. And he says, you know what? No, I've totally told the story wrong. Forget what I just said.
Stop telling other people's stories, motherfucker.
So he says, someone's like, the show wasn't that great, and he says, you know what? Some people spend their entire lives getting kicked in the dick every single day. And after a day of getting kicked in the dick, some people just like to come home and watch a I don't think he calls it stupid. Watch a show. Good shot.
Thank you.
That is really simple, where everybody has fun, and at the end of a half an hour episode, everything's gonna be okay. And he has a solid point that it doesn't always need to make sense. It doesn't always need to be good. Some shows are great because they actually make you feel good about yourself because they're so bad.
Yeah, or because their characters are so incompetent.
Yeah, like I've known people who I don't know if you should
Get
he's
the
gonna,
fuck in. God damn it.
Your fucking teammate did that.
Oh, I really wanted to see that hit.
He just
yeah,
mowed
what the
him.
fuck? Who is he
So-
trying to shoot at them?
Yeah, I recommend if you have a helicopter,
I can get one.
fucking fly him around in a helicopter, dude.
Okay, I'll get a helicopter. That's true. The amount of time it'll take to fly it in, it'll take.
Because we're already 50 minutes in and we haven't finished the first mission.
This is what we were doing last time.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember dying in the first one and just saying fuck it.
Yeah, I don't remember that actually. I only remembered once we started playing.
I haven't even watched that last episode.
Yeah, this fucking mission.
Excuse me. I totally botched that story, man.
I heard someone telling a story. They were talking about dark matter, or not dark matter, Black Mirror.
Oh yeah.
So Kevin Smith was telling the story about one of the episodes in Black Mirror, and he's telling it, and then at some point, Joe Rogan just kind of looks at him and he's like, spoiler alert. I didn't know where you were going with that. He just told the whole plot of the story.
Oh.
Joe Rogan's like, I didn't know where you were going with that, but yeah, maybe we should talk about something else. You can't just chop up another story, even though that's exactly what we do with our book discussions.
Well, yeah, but that's
the point.
We sit down to discuss a book. If you're going into that being like, discuss it without ever telling me plot points, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, especially our next one, because it's a 15-page book, and
What?
it's a 15-page short story. So, in us talking about it for like an hour, we're gonna talk about like half of the story.
That's the dangerous game?
Yeah.
The most dangerous game is a 15-page short story?
Yeah.
I thought it was a traditional book.
No, it's not a novel at all.
That's actually even more amazing that it's so prolific that it's a 15-page short story.
Oh yeah, and there's another one I'm gonna read actually after another short story. A friend of mine suggested from way back in the day.
Is that what it's called? Another short story?
Not
that a
even
friend of mine
close.
recommended from back in the day?
It's called I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that. I think you actually told me about that.
It's not, I don't actually really know what it reminds me of, but it definitely reminds me of another sort of dystopia. But the idea is that all the people are gone, and there's some sort of a supercomputer that wiped out all the people, but because he would be bored without people, he saves a tiny clutch of people and puts them in this maze and essentially just forces them to walk around forever.
Whoa.
He has the ability to keep them alive indefinitely and heal them from almost any injury. So he just constantly keeps them alive so that he can fuck with them.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's really fucked up, but that's why it's so awesome.
That's one of my favorite. God damn it.
We do not have a helicopter, by the
This
way.
is yeah, I figured that one out, but
I feel like we have to just do a different mission.
this is a dumb mission actually. Like escort missions in a fucking war game. Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction. What escort this fucking leaf.
Yeah, they
Like what the fuck?
well, they also put all these roadblocks in the way, which I think was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're just stacking the odds in this mission where you're already sidling me up with a civilian.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm still alive.
I don't like it. I'm not a big fan. Also, this game runs like garbage.
Well, the only other person I can go do a mission for is the South Koreans, and they are not fans of me at the moment.
That's fine.
Who did I run over? I don't even know what faction that guy was from.
Maybe he's part of no faction, so nobody cares.
I guess.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
It must have been a North Korean. That's the only thing I can even imagine.
It must have been a North Korean.
Actually, you made a mention. You made a mention in episode 14 or 15 about how this always gets super political because this is set in North Korea and it's a political war. And it's so true. I never really thought about it when we first started doing this, but
Well, it's hard not to make these jokes.
yeah, well, it's just provoking that idea all the time, and everything in this game is a commentary.
It is. Like, what? Oh, good box.
I bribed him after I knocked him with a box.
You walked over to that guy, just boxed him, and you're like, anyway, things cool?
Can you imagine some guy smashes you with a wooden crate and then hands you $100,000? What do you even do?
That would be an amazing day, actually.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you didn't blow out your ACL on the box smash.
So are we going to cut this now so that the mission starts in the next episode?
During the loading screen, I think so.
Or make this an extra long episode because it's the first, because we're coming back, because it's like a new era of Mercenaries?
It's not that new.
Yeah, it is. It's been 5 months, and now we're on a new
It's
mic
been
system.
5 months?
It's more than 5 months.
Okay, fuck it. We'll do a long episode.
Okay, awesome. Dude,
It's been 5 months.
We were recording this when we were recording Dark Souls.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We were talking about it being hot outside, and I was getting sad.
Yeah.
Because it is not hot anymore.
Oh, it's cold. It's some might even call it winter.
It is frigid.
Okay, I need to pronounce this one. All right. Winter.
You have to throw that H in there.
That hurts. That actually really hurts. I was doing a voice today at work. I can't remember who it was, but it was so bad on my voice. I think it was Joey Coco Diaz.
Really? That one's normally pretty,
Let me tell you, Joe Rogan. Oh, no, I can do that one pretty good. It's definitely not sustainable.
Let me tell you something, dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
Who's dog?
He calls everyone dog.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah.
That motherfucker. If he ever comes in here, I'll fucking kill him.
I actually I had to do a Christopher Walken impression the other day because I was trying to get tell somebody that Christopher Walken was in a movie, and I had to give an example of who Christopher Walken was. Fortunately, Christopher Walken is the easiest person in the world to impersonate.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Christopher Walken? Well, not well.
Oh, okay.
But to get the idea.
Oh, yeah, the idea, yeah.
Because all you have to do is do those pauses, and everyone's like, "Oh, that fucking guy."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know Walken. I know the Walking Dead.
I can't do it, actually. It's weird.
You can't?
No.
What? I thought I've heard you do a Walken before.
Your father... No, it's like I always do
that's kind of the
idea.
idea.
Was that okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's like I do the wrong pauses. Because it's like a weird off pause.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing. It's a half beat thing.
Your father carried it in his ass for 25 years.
Carried this uncomfortable hunk of metal. This...
So here it is.
He carried it in his ass for 5 years, and then I carried it in my ass for 3 years. So that's 8 ass years, and now we pass it on to you.
So here it is. It smells like shit.
Did he say that in the movie?
I don't think he actually... I don't remember if he says that. Dude, I had this... I thought I had a point. I said it to a guy at work today that everyone knows Arnie. And they always do the wow voice. And then I heard someone say that he never does that. That he's never done a wow voice ever. Like he doesn't just make that noise.
And what's that from? That's got to be from
no, people just make fun of him because it's easy to do.
I just mean it wouldn't have become such a meme if he'd never made that noise ever.
Yeah, well, I hadn't really thought about it like that, and he was saying no in Jingle All the Way, which is this guy's favorite movie.
What?
Oh, he loves it, and it's just so ridiculous.
It's a great movie. It's a great holiday movie.
What is that? Is that a fucking jet?
I think it's something I have to destroy.
Oh, it's a down jet. Oh, why couldn't you play
Yeah,
it?
destroy
Why
the-
couldn't you fly it?
Yeah, there's no jets in this, eh? There's just helicopters.
Helicopters, yeah. I have to say though, the physics in this game for its time is amazing, and the
Yeah.
destructible environments. Oh,
Well,
But,
yeah, that's the gimmick of this game.
but anyway, in Jingle All the Way, he gets into a fight, and there is actually a decent amount of wow, and he's
Jingle All the
he's-
Way is such an obscene movie.
It is. Jamie, I am Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
Well, there's a part where he's fighting somebody, and he's got the Turbo Man suit on, and so he's just like, whoa, and it comes through like all weird and Turbo Man-y.
That actually, I remember that whole scene having an echo on his voice, which I
Yeah.
didn't understand because his head was actually in a helmet, which would probably make you have less echo.
It was okay. So I totally misremember that movie. I always thought that he wasn't with his wife, and that
Oh, he was estranged from the wife.
yeah,
Yeah, no, you probably thought that because the neighbor is a creepy fuck.
yeah, the neighbor. Do you know who that is?
No.
You probably don't remember who it was, but you probably remember him now. I'm trying to come up with his name. I really don't want to describe why you know him, because you do. I just need to say his name first.
I definitely wouldn't know his name.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
We're gonna take a quick detour to go fuck this guy up.
He was on news radio.
I don't really know.
He's
news
got
radio.
that smooth voice.
See the guy that plays Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents?
No.
No, that's not him.
God damn it. I just don't want to define him by the way you know him, because you do know him. He was Joe Rogan's friend.
What?
Yeah, his wife, his ex-wife killed him in his sleep.
What?
Yeah. Oh, did you kill him?
Yeah, I didn't really mean to. That actually went off pretty easy.
Fuck, I can't remember his goddamn name. He was so talented too.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Ugh, it's like there's certain names that
But yeah, you're right. That's not a way you want to remember somebody.
I don't want to be like, oh, you know that guy that got killed by his wife in his sleep. Like,
Yeah, no,
that's not
that's
how
pretty
he should be
depressing.
remembered.
I can't imagine
Fuck.
he wants to be remembered that way either.
No, he probably wants to be remembered for his role in the '90s comedy with Arnie and others.
Probably, yeah.
And others.
Well,
I'm trying to make
Yeah, there
light
was some
of
others.
a really serious thing that I decided to bring up on the show.
who else was it? Who else
Hartman.
Was in that? What was-
Phil Hartman.
Is that his name?
That's his name.
I've heard that name a lot, actually.
I'm really sorry
Phil
to
Hartman.
everyone who loves Phil Hartman.
which
fucking
I assume is
screaming
most
at your
people.
screen the whole goddamn time. I'm gonna have to like donate to like a Phil Hartman thing.
So who's the black guy in Jingle All the Way?
You mean the postman? Is there another black guy?
No. Like yeah, the postman. Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
he's yeah. I don't know.
People send bombs in the mail all the time.
Yeah, that was a real bomb. This is a sick world we're living in. Sick world.
Yeah, I've seen him in others.
Ah,
What?
that's what you get.
Contract. I love it. Didn't even give me an op. Wait, I don't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure it said mission failed. Yes or no. I don't. Maybe I missed a retry somewhere in there, but I'm
Mission failed. Yes or no?
pretty sure that's what it said.
It'd be funny if you could just say no. Like you could be an actual operative and tell them it went well and they paid you for it. And if they figure it out, they come after you. Fuck, Mercenaries 3.
It'd be such a contextual game.
Unfortunately, the company that made this game no longer exists.
Really?
Pandemic, yeah.
Oh, Pandemic.
They were absorbed and destroyed. Like
They
all
were
things.
absorbed. I like
Yeah.
the sound of that. It sounds so aggressive.
It is aggressive. It's a really shady, scuzzy way of like big companies come along and they purchase smaller companies, and maybe they promise things, maybe not. Who fucking knows? But there are famous examples of things going really well.
That's what I was just gonna say. It
yeah.
can go well.
Like, well, I forget his name. I think it's Marcus Pearson. I don't know if that's his name, but he goes by the name Notch. He created Minecraft, and he sold it to Microsoft or his company Mojang for so much money. It was like $1 billion.
I bet if it's Minecraft.
It was like so much money, but he sold off the ability to operate it, and a lot of the people that worked for this company didn't like that. And because he had so much wealth, he kind of created his own prison where he couldn't trust anybody because he thought they were after his money, and all the friends he had gained through his development company no longer liked him because he sold his company to somebody.
Oh.
But Minecraft has sellout aspects to it, like the Minecraft story mode or single player. There's a great Super Bunny Hop video called "The Absurdity of Minecraft Single Player," or something to that variation. He makes so many solid points that Minecraft is not a single player game. It's not a story mode game. It's a make up your own adventure, have fun building things game. So
Yeah,
when
it's
you
like
just
Terraria.
it's like you just slap a story on that shit. It doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah, they did anyway.
he says it way nicer. Yeah, like it's actually called Minecraft Story Mode. It's the name of the game.
It's a totally separate game?
Yeah, it's done by the guys guys and girls, sorry, or any denomination.
It's done by the individual human beings.
It's done by persons, who do the it's Telltale, I believe, who do the talking games.
The talking game?
Yeah, like the Walking. There's a Walking Dead Telltale. There's a Game of Thrones Telltale game. They're text adventures essentially.
Oh, okay.
Or not text adventures. It's like the aspect of Mass Effect where you have a decision on what to say, except the entire game is that.
Really?
It's all story. Yeah, they're
But
pretty
it's
good.
based off like these series or these other titles.
It's typically based off of other series, although there's certain things like A Wolf Among Us, I think is what it's called, and I'm pretty sure that one is a original work.
A Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
So
No,
these
no,
are
it's
just
Among Us.
these are like RPGs, or just like adventure type things.
No, they're story-based adventures. It's not entirely. I shouldn't say it's not entirely text-based because there's elements of gameplay, but it's extremely contextual. Like in Walking Dead, I played the Michonne one. I think I showed you that, where you're walking along. You don't move your character. She's moving on her own, and then a zombie comes out, and you have to quickly press triangle to take it out. Except the buttons aren't always that simple. Sometimes it's like actually moving the sticks and shit. And the decisions actually affect the game.
Jesus, sorry. We really were in free fall for a little bit.
That was
there.
pretty cool. Yeah, I was actually impressed that you didn't take very much damage.
Yeah, I didn't play any of that, but I saw you play a little bit.
It's decent. I don't know if it would work too well for a 2-person game.
Probably not. This
fucking guy. I love this fucking
spider
guy.
car. I feel like this pilot's gonna get shot again.
Where is he?
I don't know. He's around the road. I just gotta not waste time verifying that other guy. I'm just gonna fly down this hill. Jeez.
Yes! That was so cool.
I did tell you I was gonna fly. Oh my god.
That's awesome that you actually fucking flew.
That's actually the best driving sequence. This whole episode has been the best driving sequence of my Mercenaries career.
It's because you're fresh into it. You're
I'm not cutting corners.
Yeah, well, you're not cutting corners. You're not exhausted. Like, this game exhausts the thumbs, man, because the PS2 controller is not friendly to thumbs.
Not at all.
Which is weird because it's all thumbs, except for the triggers.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I guess we'll not get the... Yeah.
We'll save you, goddammit! We'll save you!
Somebody help. Ooh.
Somebody help me!